this is about where we left off. I just found this feather on my desk, so I just tucked it in there. Maybe I'll do something with it, or maybe I'll just leave it tucked in there. It felt appropriate for this page. Yeah, I thought I would. I know there's still some work to be done here. I know I do this every time, but it's just how I think best. I'm gonna go back to the beginning and flip through, just looking for the things that need to be worked on. This is literally the first time that I sat down at this desk like 3 minutes ago. This is literally the first time I have sat down. I still want to do something to this, but I feel like I have more urgent things that I want to work on. This is literally the first time that I've sat down at this desk since I got back from visiting my dad in Seattle. And yeah, I have not, I took about 30 seconds to clear off some space on the desk. And I'm dressed so warmly in so many layers, but I have to take off my droopy sleeves because it's just, droopy sleeves just don't work well with the messy crafting table. My heater doesn't work. For Christmas, we got a gas leak. Literally on Christmas Day, we were packing because it was on the 26th that we were supposed to fly out to go see my family. And on the evening of Christmas Day, I took my Venus flytrap to my neighbor's house so that she could watch over it for me and make sure it got all the distilled water that it needed while I was gone. And also got to eat some flies too, which was nice. As I stepped out onto my front porch, which that was the only reason I would have gone out that door, because, I don't know, we were going out the other doors for everything else, but I went out the front porch specifically because it was like near the Venus flytrap, and that was just, I don't know, that's just how I went out to go see my neighbor friend. And as I step onto the front porch, I'm like, it smells like gas out here. Why does it smell like gas out here? It doesn't, and my husband's like, what are you talking about? And there's no way it smells like gas. And then he comes out there and he's like, okay, you're right, it smells like gas. Didn't smell like gas anywhere in the house, only outside. So we called the gas company. Super fun stuff. I don't want to back this, but I do want to ink it, so I'm gonna do that really quick. So we called the gas company, and they, God, if I misplaced my ink, that would be really silly of me. And the gas company basically came out and they were like, yep, you've got at least one leak, so we're going to turn off all the gas for your whole house, your whole address, because the leak was like outside leading into the house, so it really, there was nowhere else that you could turn it off to just cut off some of the gas. It really had to be all of the gas. What the fuck have I done with my ink? Okay, excuse me for a moment while I look for my ink that I should have put back where it goes. It's down here. Yes. On my little keyboard pull-out thing. So they turned off all our gas, and then we immediately left town for a week. And our gas at this house, we have a gas heater. We have a gas hot water heater. We have a gas oven, and we have a gas stove. So we came back on January 2nd to a very, very cold house. We did leave our faucets dripping all week because that's what we had to do because it was going to get down below freezing while we were gone. And yeah, I'm just like, thank goodness we have a pretty good little electric space heater that we've been using in the bedroom, and I've brought it out to some other spaces during the day. And we have a wood burning fireplace, which is really nice. I haven't lit it today because we're out of like small pieces of wood, and I just decided I would use the space heater and let my husband chop up the wood when he got home because he loves chopping wood. I would not want to take that pleasure away from him. How cruel would that be of me? But yeah, yesterday we had a fire going in the living room pretty much all day, which was really lovely. And I'm feeling very fortunate because I love to cook, and we're honestly like too poor to be able to afford to just like eat out all the time. Anyway, we don't have a microwave also. So we're looking at like, okay, what are our options for preparing food? Well, we have a wood burning grill, which we're not gonna use if we can help it in very cold part of the year. We have okay, what can we do here? We have an air fryer, and then we have, well, we had an Instant Pot, 6-quart Instant Pot, and my mother, being an awesome mother, just got us for Christmas an 8-quart Instant Pot, because I fucking love my Instant Pot. And it's to the point where, like, you'd think it's just me going crazy, and maybe it is, but my husband is on board with the Instant Pot fandom as well, very much so. And I just kind of like this picture the way that it is. Ooh, I like that this is like this. Maybe we can use that somehow to like mirror. I don't know. Okay, let's think about that. Yeah, I fucking love the Instant Pot. And like we use it as our rice cooker. I make yogurt in it. We make like soups in it and pasta sauces and curries. And we're like, okay, so let's think like, what can we do for the next however long it's going to take to get all this fixed and taken care of with just 2 Instant Pots, an air fryer, and maybe a wood burning grill if we really feel like spending a lot of time outside. Which, it's Texas, it could get nice, so that's not out of the question, but it's not nice right now. It's cold. I think, okay, sorry, let me look at this page really quick. I think because I love keeping little bits of the stories in here, and we've got the picture of her. Yeah, I think I want to keep the ending here of this story, and so instead of like covering this whole page, maybe I'll do a pocket down here. And then I could maybe also do like a tip out if I want, maybe. But we're gonna start with the pocket and see how we feel about that. So let's see what I have here. I've got a bunch of things out. So anyhow, we decided to, part of the reason we wanted a second Instant Pot is because we were like, man, how cool would it be if we could make curry in one Instant Pot and rice in the other Instant Pot at the same time. And so that is how we christened our new 8-quart Instant Pot yesterday. We made, yeah, I'm gonna take this sweater off so it's not getting in my way. Much better. So yeah, that's how we christened our 8-quart Instant Pot yesterday, was by making a big ass, like I filled it to the max line, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did, pot of curry. It was like 3 cans of coconut milk, 3 cans of water, 1 can of curry paste, a whole package of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and so much veg. We had so much veg that I ended up, like I took all the prepped veg, it was like this big of a bowl of veg. And I don't know, I'm optimistic about these things. And of course, so then I get to the pot and I'm like, this is not gonna happen. So I ended up putting like half the veg in, and then part of what I used was I had a bunch of sweet potato that I had cubed and frozen, honestly, like several months ago, so that it wouldn't go bad. And I keep like looking for opportunities to use it. But I always think about using it right after I've finished making whatever I was making that I could have put it in, as it goes, you know. How about this? I kind of like this. I was kind of thinking something a little more like picture-y, but we can always like decorate it a little more. I really like this with these colors. Let's do that. So yeah, we had a head of cauliflower. We had a potato left in the fridge from something else. We had a zucchini. We had, yeah, I think I want to do like that with the ripped side up. Do I? Or maybe then. Forgive me. I can't measure and talk at the same time. I can multitask a lot of things, but measuring and talking at the same time is just too much. That's good. And we'll go to about there. So that's right. I think that's just lovely. Great. All right, let's set those aside. This could be like a journal card too, actually. Maybe I could even, that would be too much pink altogether, but we could use that elsewhere in this journal. I think I'll have a spot for it at some place, somewhere. Ooh, what about, maybe we'll think about it. I'm not feeling it. Cauliflower, zucchini, potato. Yeah, and then I had all this cubed sweet potato in the freezer. Threw that in. Oh, I just realized I meant to throw the baby tomatoes in at the last minute. I love putting baby tomatoes in like super curry or something at the last minute, because like just long enough for them to get like hot all the way through, and to where they're like just about to burst from the pressure of the heat, so that then when you pop them in your mouth, you can literally pop them in your mouth, and it's just the most satisfying little acid explosion. Makes me so happy. I'll have to do that in when I reheat them. 2 onions, bunch of garlic, bunch of I don't know. You don't care, and I don't really know, and you don't really care, so that's fine. Let's just, this is perfectly stiff enough to use as it is. However, do I want to round this? I think I do. Just the sharpest rounding. On there. Yeah. I like that quite a bit. Okay. This is what happens when you don't touch your art glitter glue for a week. And yeah, so I ended up having and a bunch of mushrooms, of course. Can't forget the mushrooms. That is very important. So I ended up having like, I'm gonna say at least twice as much veg, because I put in half the veg, but looking back, was that what I should have done? Oh, and half a cabbage I did too. I don't know, like the Instant Pot it was definitely filled to the max fill line, and then when we went to release the pressure, it was very spurty, you know, spitting its juices all over the place, and we had to like do it in short spurts really really quickly, and it took a really long time to release all the pressure, so it was kind of funny, but it was really delicious and super satisfying, and just really nice to be able to make it without the use of our stove or our oven, and nice to know also that we can reheat the individual servings in the air fryer, which is what I did for brunch this morning. So it's gonna be curry for us for a while. And then what did we do the night we got home, actually, because we came home actually on New Year's Day, and I realized like on the plane or like in the shuttle, I think I was like scrolling Instagram and somebody said something about black eyed peas, and I was like, we gotta have black eyed peas, it's New Year's Day, we gotta do the black eyed peas. And I really want this to work, but I don't think, ooh, maybe I'll put it on the journal card that I make for this page. Okay, that will satisfy me. And then, yes, oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, but that feels weird just like that. I want like a cat. Where are my other castles? They're in my junk journal. Let me go grab my junk journal. I'll be back so quickly. Okay, this is my junk journal that I have been working in this year. And I got at the thrift store earlier this year a frame that had in it, it was like a frame with a mat with spaces for 4 photos. And it had in it photos of 4 different castles, and I put one of them in a frame in my bathroom. I don't know where it is now, I'm sure it's packed away, and I tucked the other 3 into this little junk journal. I say little junk journal, it's clearly huge and overflowing. Oh, well, we're not doing it on a journal card, we're doing it. Well, what are we doing? I'm having trouble making up my mind now. Which one do we like best? Not this one. This blue is too blue with this green blue. So let's pop that back in there. I do honestly think this one is the move. But what do we want to do with it? Also, I just want to say I love this closure method that I've done on this junk journal. It's just an eyelet back in the back, and then this little knobby thing on the front. And then this is just a ribbon that I've like tied at this spot, but I can untie it and adjust it at a new spot. And so then it's really easy to close. You don't have to tie it every time you open and close it. I just loop it on there. And then also it's a nice little carry handle. So this is literally how I carry it. And I just wanted to share that with you because it makes me happy. All right, let's pop that over there. Okay, now we have to decide what we're gonna do with this. And I really don't want to make a decision that I'm gonna regret. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna keep this pulled out for this journal, but I don't want to cut out the sky. And I think like for what I want on this pocket, like I want like a cutout shape, not like a, okay, or I could like create like a little frame for it of some kind. Let's like, not this one, this is too big, but just like for an example, you know, we could put it in some sort of frame. And then the frame could be nice on there. Do I have any frame dies? Let me check. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be right back again. Thank you for your patience with me. Also, that took literally 10 seconds. Because these were right on the top of my die drawer. Now, getting my die cutter and embosser is going to be different. But let's just pull this out and see how we feel about it. It might be too small. Oh, yeah, that's going to be too small for what I want, I think. Let's see. Can I even... Maybe it doesn't come out. Okay. Let's just... I don't know. I mean, I can get... And I'll get a little more than what I can see. Okay, let's... Forgive me again. Well, let's pick out a paper. I have this is like paper scraps that I just decided were like big enough. I think they're like solids too, so I decided I could use them for die cuts and stuff. But I'm kind of wanting like a gold. I don't know if this is wide enough. I think that actually is wide enough. So maybe we'll try that one. Let's pick out a backup plan. And let's just plan to like do a couple of those while we're here, right? We could also do like, not the black, maybe like a dark brown and then like wipe gold over it or something. Could also maybe get away with like gluing down gold leaf. I have some gold leaf out because I couldn't find my embossing powders, and I think my failed experiment is right here. I tried so hard, my friends, to just use like glue and gold leaf to get an embossed effect. And honestly, if you wanted something that was like super distressed, this is with a stamp that I carved, this little guy here. If you wanted like a distressed look, it would work. But I just really wanted a clear image, and like you can see the image from the stamp comes out nice and clear, but it just, the gold leaf and the glue were not working together in the way that I wanted. I tried so many different angles of approach and it was a no. And I still can't find my embossing powder. I mean, I haven't really I've basically been gone since I was looking for my embossing powder. But I have the gold leaf right here. And I think that for this sort of application, I probably could gold leaf like the whole sheet of paper and then emboss it. And I think that would be really cool. I'm gonna attempt that and then come back. Be patient with me. Okay, before I emboss, while I was looking for my paper, I found my dark brown, super thick cardstock. It's not like super thick, but it's nice and hardy. So I'm gonna do probably one of just this. And then I found this gold wrapping paper, which is just a little thin for this. So I'm just gonna back it on this sheet of magazine page because I don't want it to get too thick. And I think that will work. And then I'm gonna do some gold leaf on this brown paper. And then I might do some gold leaf on this brown paper. And then I also found this, and I like this spot with the writing for a potential frame. So maybe I'll speed this up, but that's what I'm gonna try here. Okay, now it might be worth mentioning, I am aware that there are better methods of applying gold leaf. I am not, at this juncture, invested enough in this sort of thing to care that much to find out what they are and get everything that I would need to do them. So this is what we're going with. We've got this magazine paper-backed wrapping paper. We've got some regular tan cardstock, some gold leafed tan cardstock, some dark brown, this is scrapbook paper by the way, some dark brown cardstock, some gold leafed dark brown cardstock, and this other scrapbook paper. And this is just what I'm gonna go play with. So I'm gonna go find or like extract from its storage place my embossing machine and die cutter. I will run these through and I will return to you with hopefully some results that I can be proud of. We'll see. Alrighty, so just like I said I was going to, I made a bunch, partially because I didn't know what I was gonna like best with this page, but also partially because I wanted to have some prepped for later use. It seemed like a good thing to do. I don't love getting out the die cutter every time I need to use it, so seems like a good thing to get a bunch knocked out all at once. Now, I thought for sure I was gonna like one of the gold ones best, and I do really love the gold. These are the two gold leaf. This is the one on the tan scrap paper, and this is on the brown cardstock. And then this is the gold wrapping paper. So the gold wrapping paper definitely is like more solid, whereas the gold leaf definitely like flaked off in a few places, but I kind of like the antiqued look. But I actually really like this cream colored, maybe not against it, but like with all this, it looks really nice. So I'm thinking about this one. Where did I put my castle? I put it here. Of course, now we need to see if we even like how it frames the castle. I kind of do though. I kind of really do though. That's really lovely. Okay, so let's cut out the castle and then let's play with which ones we really want to use. For this application. Don't fuck up, Vervain. Okay. Oh, that's kind of really lovely. Oh, okay. Let's just try it with the gold leaf though, just to see. Okay, I think it does have to be the gold. But do we prefer the gold leaf or the gold? We prefer the gold leaf. Okay. Well, that settles that. I think I might like the gold leaf on the tan better for this. Yes. That is just delightful. Wow. I'm so pleased with myself right now. And this will go in my scrap collage pile with everything else I just did. Okay. So now we get to glue things, which is always fun. As soon as we find... Here it is. So, yes, gas leak. That's really like the most exciting thing that's been going on in my life. I'm just going to glue all around the edges because I feel like that's pretty safe. Cooking, staying warm with the space heater and the wood burning fireplace. And then, yeah, so we're gonna have to get a plumber out. We had a plumber come out yesterday to do a gas test, and he said, basically to like see what needs to be done so that we can have our gas up and running again ASAP. And basically he said that like whether he ran it through the whole house or just from like the city line to where it feeds into the house, it was like the same pressure drop, but he couldn't even get the yard line, like where it goes from the city line up to the house. He couldn't even get the yard line to hold any amount of pressure. Like it wouldn't go above half a PSI. So he was like, yeah, whatever's happening. So apparently it was leaking like at the stop right outside the front porch. So he tightened that up and that stopped leaking, but there's still such a big leak in the underground yard line that they are going to have to dig it up and replace it. And then they won't even be able to tell us until after that's done whether or not there's gas leaks under or in the house or whatever, which we didn't smell any in the house. So I'm just kind of hoping that it's just the yard line, because just replacing the yard line is already mad expensive. And I'm not gonna lie, like we are poor millennials, working class millennials, and if it were not like we have really amazing parents basically, and like it is only by the grace of our really amazing parents. I kind of want like some text or some music here or something. Let's see what I can find. It is only by the grace of our really amazing parents that we even have this house at all. And it is certainly only by the grace of our really amazing parents that we are going to be able to do anything at all about this big giant gaping problem in our front yard. So yeah, just feeling like immense gratitude for having supportive families who are in a position to help us, because I know that like there are so many families out there who either like could help and just don't give a damn and won't, or like can't help and like would love to do absolutely anything for their children but just straight up couldn't help at all. And like there's a very real alternate reality in which we are just living without gas for a long time because I don't have the money. And yeah, and they, oh god, actually that's not true, like we would fix it, but they have this financing option, and the financing option where you finance it like through the gas company, it's like 21% interest, and that's just extortion. I'm gonna call it what it is. My problem that I keep running into with these, I need to just not worry about it, but with these sheet music pages is I just want like, I want the words to be like on vibe, you know? And when it's like, I don't know, talking about like Jerusalem and shit, like that doesn't feel like fairy tales. And it is a book of hymns, I get that, I'm not like mad at it, and it's great for when you just want the look of music, but I feel like with something like a junk journal, like you're gonna be so up in it all the time. Like persecutionem, like I don't want persecutionem on here. Regina Caeli Jubila, okay, that's fine, but then like where's the, we've got like 10 lines of lyrics here. I don't want 10 lines of lyric. I want it to look like music, you know? Okay, Regina Angelorum, Regina Patriarcharum, Regina Prophetarum, Ora pro nobis. Okay, that's fine. Like, let's pull this out and work with this. Let's see what we can do. This one is like Regina Sacrastissimi Rosarii, Ora pro nobis. Okay, Agnus Dei. Okay. Okay, so what happens if we do like that? Let's take a little more of this off. Okay, and then what if I'm an absolute, I just like take back everything I said about it needing to have the perfect words, even though this kind of does. And then I like put like something like that over it. If I'm gonna do that, actually, I really like the way that looks. I'm not sure that I love the brown, but I'm not sure how much I dislike the brown. But I think if I'm gonna do this, actually, I wanna go back and pick one with words I'm not a big fan of, so that it just doesn't matter, you know? That's just Alleluia, that's fine. And now all the words look fine. Okay. Forgive me. I got a lot of tantum ergo. Like a lot of tantum ergo. Okay. Let's just put that over there. Let's take this top 2 lines of staff here. We're gonna rip this, because that's how we roll. Rip this. Sorry, we gotta rip the page number off because it's weird for it to be ripped and have the page number. It makes it look like it was the nice clean edge of the paper, which it was, but we're not gonna tell anybody that. It's gonna be our little secret. Okay, so let's pop that there. Let's pop this right back here where it was. Kind of like that. Kind of like that a lot. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna do it. Like this. Grab my little glue book down here. Just leave just this end not glued. Okay, so we've got that as one piece, and then we're gonna glue that whole thing down. What's this sitting on? The cap to my brush. Why do brushes even need caps? I guess that one does actually, because the one I was using to brush the gold leaf off is actually supposed to be like a travel watercolor brush that like holds water in it. I'm just not using it that way at this juncture. Okay. there's that. I'll put the glue stick away because I'm going to use the art glitter glue to put the frame down. Oh, this is going to be so good. So good. So nice. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going a little heavier on the glue on the outside bits of this because it is more three-dimensional. And I want to make sure it actually gets up in there and sticks. And let us press that down. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to need to make a journal card for this page. And we are going to work on that now because I've already decided that I want to use this on it. And maybe I will use, this is so good. I pulled this out because I like it, but I had only seen like this side, and like this is too good to cut up. I gotta use this in a signature, like as a page in a journal. So I gotta put this back and find a different one while let's put the pin back in the glue. And let me poke around in my stash real quick here. I think I've got all the really, really good ones on that end. What about this one? Oh, that one's also really, really good. Okay. Not that I don't want the really, really good ones. I just don't want them for this. Perfect. This is great. So this is also really, really good, but it's not so much. I won't feel bad about cutting it into, this is going to be the backing of the journal card, the part that you write on. And then we've got to find something else to be our front. And I think I still have like a bunch of, somewhere on this desk in all these many layers of stuff. Whoops, this all goes back here with the Sizzix. Big boy. Oh God, I still got some of the mini journals out here from when I recorded the mini journal flip through. Okay, this goes back in the tool drawer. Forgive me, guys. I have not been a good girl this year. That's not true. We're like 3 days in. I've been pretty damn good. But I have not been a clean, tidy, crafty girl this year. Let's put it that way. Boo-boo. Okay, so I think this is not right for this. What have we got? We've got a castle. Ooh, that could actually be a good... Okay, wait. Maybe instead of this, I'll use this as the journaling side of the journal card. I think I really like that idea because it goes with the cat. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to hold that set aside. I'm going to put it where you can see it. Ooh, okay, I've got this. Could be the front. Is that what we want to do? I'm going to be so mad if I can't. I'm not going to be able to fit this on there, am I? Because the castles always come too close to the top. Where, like, because if I want it to frame the castle nicely, it's got to go like that. And then there's a big hole there. And then I'm, like, interrupting this. Okay, well, let's hold this as an option. Because it does match the page really well. I just want something where this works. And if I put this on here... Again, it's like I can fit it, but it just doesn't look right. Okay, what else do we have? Give me options, boys. Too dark. Another mini journal, doesn't go here. Letter that doesn't have anything to do with any of this. More stuff that has nothing to do with any of this.
I mean, that, no, we're just not doing it. Oh, okay. No, I still want to use her in here somewhere, probably. Okay. We've got the gazebo. That's kind of competing architecture. We've got the bench. It's a little outdoorsy for this. We've got a bunch of stickers here. Oh my god. We've got too dark, too bold for this. Wrong color scheme for this page. No. We do have these gals, this gal and this gal, that could be incorporated into something. Those are options, I suppose. We've got Proserpina, but she's too dark for this. I've got several sizes of her, if you recall. Oh, I've got this flower sticker that got loose. Doesn't go there. None of this goes here. Who am I kidding? Okay, here's kind of more what I was looking for. We've got a very bent. It's a little too vibrant for this. We've got another photo from this same photo shoot, but it just feels a little less fairy tale and a little more like English nobility. It just feels a little more modern. A little more academic. Wrong for this page. Yeah, too bold for this page. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, this kind of pisses me off. I think I'm gonna do this. I guess I should cut off one of these sides. And maybe back it with this. And then use this somewhere else, maybe. It would make me really happy to use it on this page, but I just don't know. Okay, maybe I have like a folder of like tags and journal card stuff somewhere here, right? Tip outs, belly bands, landscapes, tags and journal cards. Because this would go really nicely at the top of a tag. Is this it? Is this our winner? Hold on. Move aside. I think this might be our winner. And then do I still want to back it with this? I think I kind of do. It doesn't, strictly speaking, need backing. Do I want to just make a second journal card? Well, let's try that. Let's try making just a second tag. Let's see if we can get them the same dimensions. This was 4.5. By something, okay. We'll start with the 4.5. Let's see. Okay, wait, what if we, before we cut the bottom off, let's just cut these off because we might keep these separate. And if they're separate, it might be nice for their heights to be staggered. So then we could do like that and like that. We'll pop that in there. I like it. Let's do it. 2 separate journal cards. Okay, so let's ink this one then. This is going to be how long of a video for just this one page that we've been working on? Whatever. It's going to be gorgeous. We're going to love it. It's going to be beautiful. Also, guys, I'm interested, if you're one of the 3 people who watches these videos, do you prefer this kind where I craft in pretty much real time and talk the whole time? I do, by the way, speed these up to like 1.1 speed, just because I feel like if I can save you 5 minutes of your life without making it sound really weird, I'm gonna do that. Any faster than that, it starts to sound really weird. But yeah, pretty much real time, and then just leave it as is. Or do you like the ones that I did? I think part 5 of the Fairy Tale Junk Journal was like this, where I worked on it for like 2.5 hours, and then I sped it up to like roughly half an hour of a video, and then did like a voiceover talking, almost not at all talking about what I was actually doing, mostly talking about personal stuff. I think that time I was talking about my word of the year, which I decided was going to be overflow, which, as you can see, my desk is certainly performing up to the standards of the overflow. We definitely have an overflow going on here. Let's punch a hole in this bad boy. Okay, and then, okay, so let's see. Do we want 2 separate journal cards? Now that I've inked both sides of both of these, or do we want? And now that I've already punched the hole, yes, since I've already punched the hole, yes, we want 2 separate journal cards. That is what we want. This one, I think though, like, because you could totally write on this side as well as on this side. So I think I might leave them pretty plain, except I'm definitely adding this because that is my life purpose here for this page, for this day. Just about like that. So actually we're going to ink pretty much all of it except here and like the outer edges of that. Or not ink, glue. So glue there. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And then I do feel like this one needs something, like some words and bits. What have we got? What have we got? Occasionally, you just get lucky. That's too small though. Ooh, maybe a haiku? Haiku. Where you at, haiku? I don't know if there's any haiku that really feel like they have anything to do with this. This world, oh, I kind of like this one. This world is but a single dewdrop set trembling upon a stem, and yet. Okay, let's think about that one. Definitely a lot of these are like, ooh, okay. High in the air, the mounting cloud mass swells over the dried marsh where a python dwells. The sun shower, mirrored in a globe of rain, hangs for one moment, never seen again. I kind of like this one. About how the world is a single dewdrop. Let's get this a nice torn edge. And let's get the title gone. I think I like that. We're just gonna do like that. Let's get the glue book. Where did I put the glue stick? Did I put it in here? I did. I think I like these. These are extraordinarily simple journal cards. Like, I'm really not going all out to decorate them, but I kind of feel like they don't really need much. Oh, my husband's home. Perfect timing for me to end this video. And then I'm not doing this now. I'm not worrying about this now. I'll worry about this at the end. Well, I'll think about this at the end. Oh, it's catching on the haiku. So let's just pop those in there together. But I will go back and add like ribbons or strings to these holes in these tags. Hello. But yeah, let's call that done for the day. And then I guess maybe next time, let's just find what we're gonna work on next time. I think my husband's talking to me. What will we work on next time?
Hello there, how you going?
Hello. I am finishing up this video, but I finished the page we're working on today, and I thought I would find whatever it is that we're gonna work on next.
Very cool.
How are you?
I'm good. That didn't take too long, you know?
We're gonna do something here. All right, well, hold on. We gotta do something here. This is what we're gonna be doing next time, and I'll see you then.